Good evening to all the parents, guardians, friends, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and all around viewers from across the world. And welcome to the High Performance Aquatics Clubs in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation HPAC International Harvest in Corpus Christi, Texas at the Corpus Christi Natatorium. This meet will run from October 20th to October 22nd, that is this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It is a long course meet, encompassing the entire length of the pool, bulkheads removed, no flip turns, for at least for the 50s anyway, just one long stretch, one long go for these swimmers. Our officials getting everything in order, making sure we're all good, and we will begin the swim meet shortly. The High Performance Aquatics Club would like to extend a great thank you to the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation and to those of you viewing at home. Your support is appreciated for these swimmers as they continue in their efforts to improve their swimming. For those watching at home, our announcer and official is getting ready to begin the meet. If you heard that, that's them starting the swimmers up right now on the blocks. And with that, we start event. With that whistle, we start event number 1, the mixed 9 and over 400 meter freestyle. In lane number 1, we have Jose Morales with HPAC. Lane number 2, Natalia Sapparo with UNST. JP Gaciorowski with HPAC. Avery Hager with SASA, Jaylee Hager with SASA, Farid Awunala, I'm apologizing if I'm saying that incorrectly, with SEAL, Sophia Sapparo with UN, and Braden Hager with SASA. The first swimmers that just hit the flip turn on this 400 at the far end of the pool. For those of you wondering why the swim meet is split into 3 days, it is a long course meet. The length of the pool is doubled to 50 meters. Oftentimes, swimmers use their flip turns as a break for their swim. Without that flip turn, they tend to tire themselves more easily. They got the focus on running the full course of the pool, length of the pool. My apologies. Looks like lanes 4 and 5 had just hit their second flip turn at the close end of the pool and are running in fairly close to each other. Those swimmers are Avery and Jaylee Hager of SASA. Avery seems just to be ahead of Jaylee. Avery's in lane 4, Jaylee in lane 5. However, it is a very close neck-and-neck swim. They are followed up by lane 6, Sophia Sapparo. Lane 8, Braden Hager. Lane 1, Jose Morales. Lane 3, JP Gaciorowski. Lane 2, Natalia Sapparo. Lane 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Lane 5 finishes with a time of 1:10. Excuse me, 4:35.47. Lane 4 follows up with a 4:35.96. Ooh, just a small difference in these times for these girls. Lane 8 follows up behind with a 5:06.82. Next is Lane 1 with a 5:08.38. Followed up by Lane 3 with a 5:10.79. Lane 7 with a 5:21.87. And Lane 2 with a, if I can get an updated time. Lane 8 with a 5:34.68. So those kids are taking a quick break for the hop out of the pool. These long course meets can really take a lot out of you, especially these 400s. Good job to the swimmers of Event 1, Heat 1. Next we move into Heat 2 of the mixed 9 and over 400 meter freestyle. In Lane 1 we have Marcus with HPAC. Lane 2, Annika with HPAC. Lane 3, Carlotta with UNAT. Lane 4, Dennis with HPAC. Lane 5, Lila with UN. Lane 6, Tapal with UN. Lane 7, Liam with HPAC. And Lane 8, Brandon, CCLR. We follow up the first 100 with Lane 8 just ahead. Lane 8 hits up halfway through the race, followed up by lanes 7, 6, 5, 4, 1, 3. And just now, lane 2. Lane 1 finishes strong with a 5:22.14. Followed up by Lane 3 with a 5:35.49. Coming in close is Lane 8 with a 5:38.87. Followed up by Lane 5 with a 5:39.54. Lane 4 with a 5:40.18. Just coming in is lanes 2 and 6. Lane 2 with a 5:57.23. And lane 6 with a 5:57.28. Lane 7 finishes strong with a 6:11.29. Good job, guys. A little embarrassing. I just realized I had the direction of the pool backwards. I am sitting by lane 8, not lane 1. I do have those swimmers, when I'm reading them, I do them in the right lane. I am reading, but from my view, they're on the wrong side of the pool. And with that buzzer, we start into heat 3 of event number 1, the mixed 9 and over 400 meter freestyle. In lane number 2, we have Karina with UNAT. In lane 3, we have Alston with HPAC. Lane 4, Isabella with HPAC. Lane 5, Zian with HPAC. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. And lane 6, Bella with HPAC. For all of you at home, thank you for joining HPAC's International Harvest in conjunction with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation. We really do appreciate your viewership. This is a long course meet, meaning the length of the pool has been doubled to accompany longer races, and allows these swimmers to really experience, swimming a long distance. The length of the pool is currently at 50 meters, one full length. And this meet will be taking over the course of 3 days, following this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. To spread up this meet, these swimmers are not so worn out at the end of the day. But we appreciate your viewership. We appreciate all the love and support and going out to these kids as they pursue their sport. I know many of them love to swim, they love the water, and knowing that you all at home are viewing them, parents, grandparents, friends, uncles, aunts, cousins, whoever it may be, it means a whole lot to these kids. It means a whole lot to this team, this community. Right now we are in heat 3 of event number 1. Lane 4 finishes strong with a 5:37.98. Following up is Lane 5. With a 6:16.09. Bella in Lane 3 follows up with a 6:38.38. Alston in Lane 3 finishes strong with a 6:52.43. And Karina in Lane 2 finishes strong with a 7:10.62. At this moment, we'll be taking a short break before we begin Event 2, the mixed 13 and over 50-meter freestyle. Taking a short break to allow these swimmers to catch their breath before they go up into the next meet. A few of these swimmers were just in the 400-meter freestyle. That is quite a long race for them to have to endure. For those of you viewing at home, thank you for joining the High Performance Aquatics Club's International Harvest in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation. This is a 3-day long course meet. The long course essentially means that the length of the pool has been increased. The pool currently sits at a whopping 50 meters that these kids have to endure in their individual races. Sometimes more if it's a longer race. But essentially they have 50 meters of a straight pool to swim through. A lot of swimmers use their flip turns often as a break, but unfortunately in a pool this size, they don't have that break. At least not as often as they may like. This meet will run from October 20th, which is today, Friday, through October 22nd, including Saturday and Sunday morning. If you like, you can check out the High Performance Aquatic Club YouTube page. That page will have all the listings for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. I highly recommend it if you have the free time. Sit down with your breakfast Saturday morning and watch these kids swim. Give them your support and let them know that you are here. Good evening, parents, guardians, and friends. We are starting event number 2, the mixed turn over 15-meter freestyle, right now. Our swimmers into the water. In lane 1, we have Rocco Manuel with HPAC. Lane number 2, Peyton Pendergrass with HPAC. Lane number 3, Courtney Johnny with HPAC. Lane number 4, Annika Brashers with HPAC. Lane 5, Marcus Phillips with HPAC. Lane 6, Bella Slocum with HPAC. And lane 7, Ernesto Gonzalez in HPAC. Parents at home, if I am mispronouncing your child's name, I am very sorry about that. Unfortunately, my list only includes names and not pronunciations. Lane 5 finishes in first place with a 30.37, followed by Lane 3 with a 34.53, Lane 4 with a 35.20, and Lane 6 with a 36.68. As our swimmers clear the pool from Heat 1, we line up for Heat 2. In Heat 2 event number 2, in Lane 1 we have Braden Hager with SASA. Lane number 2, Emily Hand, CCLR. Lane 3, Jaylee Hager with SASA. And lane number 4, Carl Easterbrooks with GOLD Gold. Man, I love that last name and that team name. In lane number 5, we have Gavin Lopez with UN. Lane 6, Avery Hager with SASA. Lane number 7, JP Gassiorowski with HPAC. And lane number 8, Zion Rogo, HPAC. Lane number 6 finishes with a 28.23, followed by lane 5 with a 28.27, lane 2 with a 29.65, lane number 1 with a 30.73, lane number 7 with a 31.19, lane number 8 with a 33.17. To all of you watching at home, welcome to HPAC's Long Course Harvest International in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation. We appreciate your viewership. This is a long course meet that will run from today, October 20th, till Sunday, October 22nd. The purpose of a long course event allows us to extend the length of the pool to a whopping 50 meters. This long course really challenges these swimmers as they do not have the break that a foot turn often offers them. Truly is a test of a swimmer's endurance and their speed. We would just like to thank all of you viewers at home for supporting these kids out here today. I know us here with HPAC, Natatorium, and just these swimmers as a whole really do appreciate your viewership. For those of you watching at home, we've just had a accidental start. Some swimmers took off where they were supposed to. Again, for those viewing at home, some of our swimmers accidentally took off just a little too early. We're going to take a few minutes to set the race back up, give our one strong swimmer a chance to rest up before he has to start again. Just please bear with us at home. And with that whistle, we head back up to event 3, heat 1. In lane 1, we have Carly with HPAC. Lane 2, Sasa with HPAC. Lane 3, another Sasha with HPAC. Lane 5, Lucas with HPAC. Sorry, that was lane 4, Lucas with HPAC. Lane 5, Anaya? Anaya with HPAC. Lane 6, Luca with HPAC. Lane 7, Jeremiah with HPAC. If I mispronounce your name, I am very sorry. Again, I'm only given a printed list with names. I'm not quite sure in pronunciation. Coming up to our finish in the 12 and under 50 meter freestyle is Lucas Forshaw. Lucas in lane 4 finished with a 40:33 time. Following up just behind Lucas, lane 7, Jeremiah, a 1:01:04, followed up by lane 6, Luka Mulik, the 1:03:23, lane 5, Anaya Irani with 1:06:70, and lane number 3, Sasha Svetkova, the 1:06:78. I want to extend a good job to all these kids, especially Luka Mulik. He was unfortunately our swimmer who had an early start and swam the entire length of the pool, got back in the pool, swam the race again, and still got 3rd place. Good job, Luka. We go into heat number 2 of the mixed 12 and under 50 meter freestyle. In lane number 1, we have Sarah Allen with HPAC. Lane number 2, Ella Cannon with HPAC. Lane number 3, Livy Cannon with HPAC. Lane number 4, Levi McCloy with HPAC. Lane number 5, Ryan Waddles with HPAC. Lane 6, Julissa Ochoa with HPAC. Lane 7, Matthew Flores, HPAC. And lane number 8, Michael Fan with HPAC. Lane number 4, Levi finishes with a 40:25. Lane number 6, Julissa finishes with a 41:08. Lane 8, Michael finishes in 3rd place with a 44:16. Followed by lane 1, Sarah Allen with a 49:77. And lane 7, Matthew Flores finishes in 5th with a 1:09:97. And with that whistle, we begin heat number 3. In lane number 1, we have Henrik with HPAC. Lane number 2, Ryan with HPAC. Lane number 3, Gio with HPAC. Lane number 4, Ryder with HPAC. Lane number 5, Johan with HPAC. Lane number 6, Isabel with HPAC. Lane number 7, Kennedy with HPAC. And lane number 8, Karina, UNAT. I just want to say I'm incredibly envious of these kids, especially some of the younger ones. Lane number 1, Johan, finishes with a 36:16, followed by lane number 8, Karina, with a 38.72. Lane number 3, Gio with a 41.11. Lane number 6, Isabel with a 42.15. And lane number 2, Ryan with a 47.25. Again, I'm incredibly envious of these kids. Some of them are very fast swimmers, some very endurance swimmers, which I am not. I tried it in high school, couldn't stick with it. I'm a much more of a computer guy. Actually, much more of a drama guy. And with that whistle, we begin heat number 4 of the mixed 12 and under 50-meter freestyle. In lane number 1, we have Aaliyah with HPAC. Lane number 2, Camila with UN. Lane number 3, Parker with HPAC. Lane number 4, Carlotta with UNAT. Lane number 5, Sean with HPAC. Lane number 6, Ava with HPAC. Lane number 7, Luca with HPAC. And lane number 8, Cooper with HPAC. Lane number 4 finishes strong with a 32.92, followed by lane number 6, Ava with a 36.84. Lane 5, Sean, 37.69. Lane number 1, Aaliyah, 40.19. Lane number 2, Camila, 43.84. And lane 7, Luca with a 51.81. If you can hear that screaming in the background, that is all these wonderful coaches for these students, these swimmers. They are very proud, very encouraging of their swimmers. You hear them screaming, they're screaming, go, 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 as a form of encouragement to continue these swimmers to keep swimming, swim strong, and finish the races strong. If you know your swimmers' coaches, please give them a big thank you for all the work they do for their swimmers. Put a lot of hard work, effort, and time, and emotion into these swimmers and their sports. And with that whistle, we begin heat number 5. In lane number 1, we have Natalia with UN. Lane number 2, Sophia with UN. Lane number 3, Isabella with HPAC. Lane number 4, Jose with HPAC. Lane number 5, William, SASA. Lane number 6, Dennis, HPAC. Lane number 7, Liam, HPAC. And lane number 8, Felipe, HPAC. Lane 4 finishes strong with a 28.99, followed by lane 3 with a 32.87, and just a hair behind lane 7 with a 32.98. Lane number 2, 34.36. Lane number 6, 34.68. Lane number 8, 35.65. And lane number 1, 38.41. And with the conclusion of the event number 3, mixed 12 and under 50-meter freestyle, we're taking a quick 10-minute break to allow these swimmers a little rest before they begin the last event of tonight.
There'll be a 10-minute break.
You just said that's our 10-minute break from our wonderful announcer and official. For those of you viewing at home, thank you for joining HPAC's International Harvest 2023 in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation. This is a long course meet running from October 20th, this Friday, which is today, to October 22nd, that is this Saturday and Sunday. This long course meet means that this pool has been extended to a full length of 50 meters across, if you can see on the online view. I'm not quite sure what the camera looks at right now, but it is quite a long distance, 50 meters. These swimmers have to swim in their individual races. That is the bare minimum that a swimmer can swim is a 50, which we just finished up just now. It is definitely hard work for these swimmers. It's a long distance to go and then push without a chance to take a break. A lot of swimmers often use their flip turns as a break in a regular 25-meter race pool. But these kids have got to stick it out for the whole length of this pool. It is definitely a test of their endurance, their strength, their will. All these swimmers tonight have done a fantastic job, and I can't see what the next 2 days brings us. Again, for the parents, guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, best friends, partners, and whoever else may be viewing from home, we thank you for your viewership. these kids genuinely appreciate the support, help them continue their race, their swim, their sport. Your viewership means all the world to them. And with that beep, we enter event number 4, the mixed 9 and over 400 meter individual medley. In lane number 2, we have Natalia with UN. Lane number 3, JP with HPAC. Lane number 4, Gavin with UN. Lane number 5, Masha with HPAC. And lane number 6, Sophia, UN. For those of you viewing at home, this is our last event of today, but you're not going to miss out on all the fun. We still have 2 more days worth of meet starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow, Saturday, and the following day on Sunday, the 21st and the 22nd. And you can find those live streams over on the High Performance Aquatic Club YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. These swimmers really do appreciate your viewership from at home and lets them know that they are being supported from far away. To the parents and guardians of these swimmers, if you have a swimmer in this meet, I just want to let you know how proud I am of your swimmers, how impressed I am. I personally don't think I could hold on for a long course meet, let alone a regular meet. I can barely do a 50, but I appreciate seeing all the hard work that these kids put in, how much dedication and drive they had to make sure this gets done. And part of this is a reflection of the parents, you guys back at home. The kids have done wonderful, good sports, good swimmers. We hope to see them again tomorrow and Sunday, the following events. Lane number 4, Gavin Lopez has just entered the last 100 of the 400 IM medley, going into his freestyle, followed up by lane 5, lane 6, lane 3, and just now, lane 2. This is the final stretch of the meet. It looks like Masha is just catching up to Gavin on this final part of the IM. Watching from afar here. Looks like they both hit their flip turn right on the same time. Gavin emerged just a few seconds ahead of Masha, but will she be able to catch up and overtake Gavin? Looks like Masha is just within arm's reach of Gavin. But can she close the distance in this last little stretch? And Masha closes the gap, coming in first place with a 1:17.71. Lane number 2, Sophia, 1:18.46. Lane number 3, Gavin, 1:30.52. Oh, excuse me. Ooh, split times. Gonna go ahead and restate that. Lane number 1, lane number 5, first place, Masha, 5:53.43. Lane number 6, Sophia, 5:57.48. Lane number 4, Gavin, 5:58.67. Lane number 3, JP, with a 6-minute, 0-second, 56. And lane number 2, Natalia, the 6:12.68. For those of you viewing at home, that is the end of event 4. And the final event for this swim meet. You can go ahead and join us again tomorrow, Saturday morning at 11 a.m. You can find the link to that on the High Performance Aquatic Club YouTube channel. That'll also include Sunday on there if you go and review over at 11 a.m. And we'll see you in the morning. Thank you again for joining us at HPAC's Long Course Harvest International in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation. This long course meet is running from October 20th to October 22nd. That is today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. for those of you at home, if you're still with us, if you stick around for a few minutes, we'll be having 2 additional events. These will be time trials for this Harvest International meet. We'll have a total of 4 swimmers, 2 events, 1 breaststroke, 1 butterfly, and I believe this is just to collect some additional times for these students and swimmers for their next races in the following days. some small technical difficulties, but right now we're going to have Event 111 and Event 113 combined, the 100-meter breaststroke and 100-meter butterfly.
Hang on for me. We're going to test start. Okay, you're fine.
Swimmers, swimmers, please stop. Drop the line.
Give us just a few minutes, folks from home. We've had an incorrect start after our test start. Give us just a few minutes and we'll have these swimmers back up. Again, we're doing Event 111 and Event 113, the mixed 100-meter breaststroke and mixed 100-meter butterfly. Thank you if you're sticking around with us at home. In lane number 3, we'll have Gavin Lopez, male 15. Lane number 4, Nicholas McDonald, male 23. Lane number 6, Marcus Phillips, male 13. And lane number 7, Courtney Johnny, woman 17, female 17. Pardon me. Coach Connor wanted me to give y'all a little note about Nicholas. His current time is his time is just 2 seconds below the Olympic finals cut. If he can shave off those 2 seconds, he'd qualify for the Olympics. It's a fun little note that Coach Connor wanted me to share with y'all. And with that, we have the official start of the event 111 and event 113, 100-meter breaststroke and 100-meter butterfly. Lanes 3 and 4, Gavin and Nicholas are in the breaststroke. Lanes 6 and 7, Marcus and Courtney are in the butterfly. And Nicholas McDonald finishes in first place in lane 4 with a 1:05.80. Lane number 3, Gavin finishes with a 1:27.12 in the breaststroke. In lane number 6, Marcus finishes with a 1:35.83 in the butterfly. And in lane number 7, Courtney finishes with a 1:31.87 in the butterfly. Again, for all you watching at home, parents, guardians, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, and friends, thank you for joining us today. We will see you again tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the second day of the International Harvest with the High Performance Aquatics Club in cooperation with the City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation.